I think we're live. We are. Appears to be live. Hopefully everything's fine. Good evening, everybody. I am Dr. Oculus, as I'm sure you are aware. This stream is basically all about if you have any questions or if you have any requests when it comes to the Oculus Quest 2. This is what we're going to do. So, I have the unit right here. It is currently tethered using the Oculus cable. I was using it for Phasmagoria, whatever that is. I was using it for the VR Soul stream last night. I've got to say the tracking did not let me down. It was absolutely flawless. I thought I might regret, you know, putting the CV1 away, but playing with it last night, it was absolutely flawless. I imagine that they've changed things with the tracking, because I swear these external cameras are much better than the Quest 1, and that's probably helping a lot. I only have one controller, the other one is back there, but that's a problem for another time. So, yeah, I'm basically here with you guys. If you have any questions or any requests, we can always check out the Quest. Basically, you know, if you want to see something, we'll see if I have it, and we can try it. If you've got any, you know, burning questions that you think, I've seen people play around this, but I just wish they would do that one thing, let me know and we'll do it. I mean, short of tearing this thing apart, which, I mean, I'll take the strap and the facial interface off, but I'm not, you know, destroying it. This is my new child. So yeah, that's essentially what we're here for this evening. I might just pop a little bit of something on just whilst folks get in and think of any burning questions that they have. But yeah, that's basically what this stream's about. Probably going to go for about an hour or so. It is also, I am also aware that there's, let's see, there's Paul, Ham, Bol, and Cold all streaming The Forest live right now, and I really wish I knew that they were doing that, because I probably would have ended up just watching them, but we're all content creators in the end, so everybody understands. If you want to watch, you know, 4 grown men playing The Forest, I can get you links as well. But yeah, right now we're basically just looking for stuff to do. We've got some cool bass rebels in the background. All your fantastic copyright-free music for YouTube. I very much big fan of bass rebels. You know, spent a few shows, few conventions with Danny, who runs it. Phenomenal dude. Used to be part of a multi-channel network called Prism Gaming UK that he used to run. Basically what it was is that YouTube used to allow smaller channels to monetize through multi-channel networks, and then they would take a small piece and then you would get the rest. But rather than paying out at every £100 like YouTube, they would just pay out whenever you requested, basically. So that was what we were doing, but I was fine with it because the chunk that I was generating was going to charity. It was paying for basically sick children. He has, or had, a very sick daughter. When she was born, she had problems with her heart, and like the Ronald McDonald Fund and the hospital in Liverpool, Balls, what was it called? I don't remember the name of the hospital. Well, basically, every penny that was generated through this multi-channel network went to charity. And the channel was called Gaming for Good, because I had a very similar idea. I figured I would monetize it, and if I was to, you know, make like £1,000 a year or whatever, stupid YouTube dreams, I would donate at least 500 of that £1,000 to a charity. We would choose as a community which charity it was, and then the bigger we got, the more we could donate. And then the rest of it I would just filter back into the channel. It wasn't going to be a day job, it was just going to be a means of generating revenue for charities. But yeah, it turns out making money on YouTube is actually quite difficult, and you need a vast amount of subscribers and many, many views on a very, very, very regular basis to actually do anything with it. So when multi-channel networks died, so did that dream. But from that rose the ashes of Dr. Oculus. So that was a channel that I basically set up that was, it had VR, but it was kind of a little bit of everything. But then as VR moved on and my finances didn't, I couldn't get the latest headsets, so I ended up just playing flat screen games. And then I was just like, yeah, I'm kind of moving away from what I wanted to do when I started, and that is VR. So I ditched that channel. It still lives. It gets a subscriber or two a year. Don't know why. But this is it. This is where we live now. This is the VR heaven in which we find ourselves. So nobody's coming up with any questions or requests. So I'm thinking we grab in the quest and get some cubism on the go. That's not transferred my save game over. That doesn't worry me, but it's a shame. Because I kind of wish it did, basically. Let me get this thing casting. I was recently asked how I like the basic head strap, and I've got to say, although I've, preemptively ordered a battery strap, I kind of don't need it. It's actually quite comfortable. A lot of people are saying it's garbage, but I kind of dig it. So just let it be said that the basic strap is kind of a viable option. That stream is not looking swell. I must not be on the 5G. Oh, there we go. It's cleared up. So I'm going to pop in Cubism. And let me just click this to get rid of these nasty borders for you. Maybe I'll try GravLab. Who knows? Let me know if there is anything you want to see, you have any burning questions, or if this is what we've essentially got on offer right now. These are stuff that we can install. Also, the Wizard has hand tracking. If you want me to install that, let me know. But this is basically what we have not installed, and then I've never played half and half. Yeah, so let's hop into Cubism. Now it says cloud syncing, but how big is the graphical change? So that is a phenomenal question, actually. Simon says the graphical change is on some because some games have been re-optimized for the Quest 2. I mean, this is much clearer. The lines on this are much clearer than the Quest, and I don't think they've done anything to this game to tweak the graphics. It's a small dev, but yeah, I don't think they've done anything, but it's still quite substantial. Now, the other thing to notice is that when you're in games that were quite technologically advanced, you used to get what we call fixed foveated rendering. So around the edge of your view, you would start to see like a checkerboard pattern where it didn't put as much effort into the game as what it did in the section where you're mostly looking. That completely gone now with the Quest 2. So it's certainly an improvement in a definitely a big way. So can I get this a little bit closer to me? I can just do this, I suppose. But yeah, so it is. If you were asking, I have a Quest 1, should I buy a Quest 2? That kind of depends, because I had a friend earlier ask me exactly the same thing. And I basically turned around to them and said, no, don't buy a Quest 2. Basically what he uses it for is to work out. Like that's pretty much all he uses it for. And I was just like, for the time that you spend in that device, you aren't going to see a benefit. Like, I'm using this as this is now my daily driver. Like, this is going to do all of my VR. The CV1 has been packed away. That's not going to work. The CV1 has been packed away, and it's not coming out again. Like, that's it. The CV1 is done. The Quest 2 is my daily. So this needs to go somewhere that it's not going to screw me. The Quest 2, I mean, that's one thing. So the Quest, balls. The Quest 1, the tracking on it just seemed to start failing over the last 6 months or so. This isn't going to work, is it? So it's, you know, the tracking failing got rather annoying. That's more like it. But the tracking on this is like flawless. I was using it, as I said, to play Phasmophobia. I'm gonna keep bashing the mic. I'm sorry. I was using it to play Phasmophobia on Tuesday night with the guys, and dodgy tracking messes with immersion, and I had no dodgy tracking issues at all, and that pleased me. That seems to be about that shape. So I'm quite happy that this is now becoming my daily driver. I'm perfectly fine with it, and it's basically here to stay. This is now essentially, oh, I had problems with this one. If you didn't, oh, I had problems with this one, and yet this time I'm just done. If there is any, features or anything you want me to test out, just let me know. I mean, Simon says, so, Simon says, play Beat Saber, then I'll play Beat Saber. Simon says, I want to see hand tracking in action, then I'll figure that out too. Like, you let me know, Simon, because you're essentially the only person requesting, so you get your request granted. Any burning questions that you have, now is the time. I mean, for starters, we can answer the question, how long does the battery last today? Because I started with a full headset, and we are currently on 98%. Well, that's level 1 done. I wonder if my head is subconsciously remembering the solution to these puzzles. I don't think I have that kind of mental capacity. But you never know. I feel like that needs to go in there, and you can go there. This is such a wonderful puzzle game. Now, one thing I did discover about the Quest 2 earlier today that very, very much disappointed me. On the OG Quest, you could basically elect to install your old Oculus Go games. And there's one puzzle game on the Oculus Go that I absolutely adore called Darknet. And then I went to install it today, and there's no option to install Oculus Go games, and that really disappointed me. I don't know if I'll be able to just like sideload them, or if it will be a case of they're gone forever. I don't know if Oculus intend on releasing that feature later on. I've tweeted to Oculus to find out, but they never ever respond to me. Maybe they fear my dominance as I one day rule the VR space. I'm not sure. Conundrum. Yes, I'm aware that that is sticking out. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Did I just trade exactly the same piece for exactly the same problem? I feel like I did. That'll probably go in there like so. So does this fit in that space? It does. Oh, this arrangement is not great for the whole microphone. I am sorry that I keep bashing it. If it's really annoying you, let me know and I'll switch game. Probably pop on fishing or something like that. I know it's terribly unprofessional of me, but let's face it, we're not professionals. It's not real. It's not live. Nobody can see these things. That is an interesting... Oh. Yes. I feel like this is not the case. That's probably going to end up going something like that. That's going to leave a gaping hole. What's the problem child here? Don't think it's that piece. That's exactly the same thing but the opposite side. Oh, that looks kind of like that cut outfit there. And that's a beautiful position for that one. I think there is an option here that I can enable advanced controls. A and X gather pieces, joystick to rotate the piece. So, yeah, this'll work. Okay, so I've been in the quest now for what, 10 minutes? I am starting to feel pressure on the old noodle. The adjustment of the strap is mildly annoying because it's not super simple. That's a bit loose. Like, there's no Velcro scenario going on anymore. I feel like this is going to be a bit of a nightmare to place. So let's try and find a home for this now. I think you need to come out, and I think you need to go. Okay, so you live like that. Is there a small... There is. So that's that essentially at home for me. We need to fill that gap there, which I feel is probably going to be done by this piece. And what's this piece? What's your party piece? What's your special? Oh, maybe that fills that gap. And this fills that gap there. That now leaves us essentially with two L shapes to fill. You go there. I like this feature. This is going to help me a lot. Right, problem child in this scenario is this fella right here. That, to me, Like, it can't go like that. It could go... No, it can't go like that either, so it needs to be in here. That's fine. Is this... Oh, this is the next problem child. So this is a... He's like that, I think, and then that fits like so. That's a right angle. And that's that one. Hey, Magma Creamy, how's it going? Do you have any burning questions? Basically, tonight is all about the Oculus Quest 2. If there's anything you've ever wanted to know, you know, anything you want to see, anything you want me to test, this is the time. Ask me, and we will see what we can do to facilitate your request. Hence the requestions. Or if you're just here to chat VR, then that's cool too. We can do that. If there's anything about the stream that you think needs tweaking, you need some volume up, you need me on a different microphone, whatever, just give me a shout. And we can address it. Because I am nothing if not accommodating. We enjoy this puzzle game very, very much. This isn't going to work. Because that needs somewhere upwards to go. Did I just... Yeah, I just moved it and did exactly the same thing. That's... I've got a corner to go around though. Wonder if I can... Get that on some sort of a corner. That looks pretty good. The stream is great. Have you tried out the link yet? Yes, I have actually. So last night I played Phasmophobia with the VR Souls. Every Tuesday night we either do a podcast or then the opposite Tuesday we play games. And I tried out the link cable. I mean, if there's anything you want me to do, I can certainly, you know, whip the link cable out now. It is literally just around here somewhere. I have multiple options when it comes to link cables. I have a AMVR cable plugged in, and I also have the official Oculus link cable plugged in. Now, the Oculus link cable does charge the Quest. The AMVR does not. However, that could be down to my USBs because it never picks any of them up as USB 3s, even though they are genuinely plugged into USB 3s. I could try different ports to see if I can get that to change, but that's... you know, an afternoon that I was going to spend alone, not on stream, basically. You look like you'll fill that gap nicely, so now we just have these to deal with. What the pros and cons are. So, at this point in time, followers of the channel may or may not know, I basically used to have a CV1. That's not good. And I disconnected the CV1 in order to basically install the Quest 2. And I was having issues with the Quest 1 when it comes to tracking. I mean, there's conspiracy theorists out there that would say that Oculus have intentionally ruined the tracking on the Quest 1 to make you buy a Quest 2. And if they have, then fuck you, Oculus. But the tracking on this, absolutely flawless. It could just be down to the better lifting power. But I played with the Quest 2 as a test last night in Phasmophobia. And I am pleased to report I have zero regrets. This thing tracks like a CV1 used to. fuck over the last product to make it. Yeah, I mean, it's a thought. I mean, a lot of people say the same thing about Apple. Like, after a couple of years, they just start injecting firmware to ruin your device. And then that's to make you buy the new iPhone. And you know, unfortunately, we live in a world where Facebook are that negatively looked at that people think they probably would do that shit. And maybe they do. You know, it's a business decision, I guess. One that will certainly achieve a certain goal. This isn't going well. I feel like this was a trap. It will certainly achieve a certain goal, and it will... I mean, I didn't buy the Quest 2 because the Quest 1 tracking is shit. Apple does it super obviously. It happened to me before. Yeah, so, I mean, there's many different ways that you could certainly look at it. I mean, hardware has a shelf life. It fails over time. I did feel a little bit ripped off that they announced the Quest 2, if I'm honest, because I was just like, there's people in the world that are still awaiting delivery for a Quest 1, and you're announcing a cheaper Quest 2. They never came in stock fully. So then, for them to be like, oh, well, here's a Quest 2, I was like, I'm still not done with my Quest. Like, why am I buying a new one? But then I was just like, yeah, but look at it. It's just so beautiful. So I have one. I sat there in Oculus venues in my Quest 1, and I dutifully watched them announce the Quest 2. And then instantly pre-ordered one from Oculus. I then instantly cancelled the pre-order from Oculus and bought one from somewhere else because, well, they were going to deliver it on time. I know this game gets me copyright, but I really don't care. I just love it. It is super nice. I have absolutely zero regrets when it comes to this this purchase. It was the right choice, I think. I've gone wrong somewhere. Maybe I could do that. This needs a home, and that needs a home. No. I love how the music stops when it's just like, ooh, you're about to solve it, and then you don't. How can I make this work? Like that. It's going to be my first headset. I'm pretty excited to try it out, but I gotta save up the money first. Well, you see, that's the other beautiful thing about this. VR has never been so cheap. I mean, alright, you could say Google Cardboard was ridiculously cheap. Google Cardboard wasn't VR. It was vomit-inducing nightmare that should never be used for more than like a 30-second demonstration. It's just not good to me. The Gear VR was very, very, actually quite nice. I acquired a Gear VR with thoughts of, you look like you need to be... Yeah, you do. You need to be in that slot there, essentially. I acquired a Gear VR with the intention of... Fine. Okay, you need to go on the bottom then. With the intention of doing the Gear VR mod to the Cosmos. But then I tried it and I was like, this headset is actually too nice to just destroy for its lenses. I had too much. Well, it was almost like a different version of the Oculus Go. So I was like, I can't get rid of this. I need to keep it. This isn't going well. This either needs to be in a 3 slot, which is gonna make things awkward. Maybe. Yeah, no, that's still awkward. And then this needs to go around a corner as well. So something here is not right. Let's strip these bits out and go again. It's $130 more in Switzerland. That sucks. It really does. See, there was one thing that kind of bugged me when they were like, it's $400 for the Oculus Quest, or £400, and I'm like, that's cheaper to buy an American one. But then, by the time you've shipped it here and everything, you're just like, yeah, balls to it. I'll just stick with the £400 price tag. I'm just repeating myself, aren't I? I feel like that's kind of the only place that can go. Because to put it on the bottom, it leaves too many unfilled slots. I mean, that's doable, but then how do you fill this scenario? Like, you just can't fill this up. I need that piece to be, like, slightly different. That's for the 64 gig too. It's such a bait conversation rates. Oh yeah, conversion rates suck. Like the iPhone 12 is like $1,200 more in India apparently. Shit me. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm nose peeking. You probably did type that right, and I just butchered it. That's no good because there's no way of filling this hole. I feel like this is the only way this can go. And that fits that gap perfectly. How do I resolve that issue though? See, that works. Then that works. But then there's this issue to resolve and I can't. That works. But then these... That's not working. Maybe that's the problem area. The game is not free, unfortunately, no. It is a paid game. It's one of the cheaper ones out of the catalogue. It's priced at £7.99. However, it's a fantastic £7.99. Ooh, I'm liking how this is going. Because that's going to go in there. And then that's completely FUBAR. Can we step that up one? Yeah, that's no good. Hey, it's full. Don't pay attention to that. I feel like this is close though. Not to be rude to the developers, but this game to me doesn't look like a paid game. Guess you do what you gotta do. I mean, yeah, I suppose. Cubism, I mean, it went quite a journey. So it started out on Sidequest with hand tracking on it, no less. But then it was just not enough for the dev, basically. It couldn't warrant the it wasn't good enough that they were happy to put it out. So they were saying to me. So it ended up being not hand-tracked. It's... I mean, at the end of the day, bang for your buck. This is actually a very, very good game. There's nobody... I think there's maybe 1 or 2 people in the world that have actually finished this game. And the dev has put a bounty on people that can finish it. Basically saying, you know, if you can finish this, I'll send you this cool, limited to like 5 in the world poster. And the poster is dope. Like, don't get me wrong, that's pretty much my motivation here. But if there's any other game you want to see, just let me know. I'll stop this right now. I was just playing this because it was just me talking to a camera, and that's kind of boring. You know, you want to see me beat Saber or something, let me know, and I am nothing if not accommodating. That's no good because I can't get access to that block. That blocks off that one. That works though. No, but this thing's a frickin' nightmare. Although, I wonder if we could put it in a situation like... No, we can't do that. This game getting a lot of hate when it first, because the hand tracking was terrible. Ah, okay. That's really cool. You should definitely try to finish the whole game. I will, yeah. How many levels are there? There are 60. 10 rounds of 6. On the quest 1, I've actually finished to the end of 6, I want to say. But I'm just too lazy to hop into Sidequest to transfer my save game. I mean, it does claim that there is cloud saves, but I don't know, you know, whereabouts that would work. Tetris Effect had a cloud save, and that worked very, very well. The annoying thing is that I've solved this puzzle already. That's the thing that really annoys me. I keep coming back to this, which makes me think this is right. But then, how do I resolve the rest of the cube? Because that fits in there, but then that doesn't fit in there. How tall is this? It's like 3 blocks tall. 3 blocks wide. Yes, game, I'm aware that that is sticking out. Let's get crazy. Let's get out the box by getting into a box. Ah, that's an interesting thought. We could possibly... No, because that's going to fuck us with this. What kind of space are we left with there? What if we pop that there? And then... No, it's no good. There's no way to turn it that they are accessible. And the moment I try and fill that gap, this thing gets us back to where we were. Hey, Mr. Wasp, how's it going? Probably should try uploading that if you're actually dedicated to finish all the levels. Could fasten things up. Do you know what? Actually, seeing as this is the question stream, shall we see if and how there is a way of sideloading the save games. I think that's a great time to do that. So let's kill this and grab the quest. Yep, that's on. And so this is the Oculus cable. I'm going to plug that in. The Quest is apparently low on power, so the Oculus cable charging it is a good thing. Now, let us transition away from this. And let's hop into Sidequest, which is likely to be out of date at this point, because it always is when I turn it on. Interestingly, there we go, it's found the quest. Oh, it's apparently got 78%. Now, install an APK, manage files. It's probably going to be manage files, isn't it? Running 0 tasks, run ADB, open debugger. Let's get in on this mic a bit more. Right, so let's go to manage files then. And no, it's not that one. Let's try the Oculus folder. I could literally be in anything. These apps aren't named. Error checking for update. Right, that's why there's not an update. I wonder if we should hop over to the side quest. Oh, that's not as cool as I thought it would be. There is a mild bit of warmth to the front of the quest 2. What do all these do? The good old Synth Riders beat maps. Right, what I'm going to do is hop into... Oh, we have this open here. Let's head over to Sidequest and see if there's a new version. Okay. Have you seen any of the Sidequest stuff? They've partnered with VRcover for a facial interface, but I've got to be honest, the facial interface on this thing is ridiculously soft at the minute. Admittedly, I've not done anything that makes me sweat in the Quest 2, and I'm quite pleased with that. But it's a thing. Let's install this. I think that's where it's installed. Yep, on the C drive. Why does it say there's only 480 downloads of Sidequest? It's probably because it'll be a new version. So you see, this is 10.16. Whereas before, I think I was running in the 9s. It'll be a new version, and then the Sidequest itself actually updates itself within Sidequest. It's obviously gone past... I don't open Sidequest that much. It's obviously gone past the point where it'll auto-update for me. So that's why. But that's it said there was an error getting updates. Whereas now we've got the update. Now, do we have anything... No, we don't appear to have anything to... Oh, device settings and tools. I vaguely remember... Yeah, so we can force 90 Hz. Guardian, Abrasion, full rate capture. See, there's so many things that you can do that you can and you can't really do. I don't really recommend that you touch that if you don't need to. Now the APK backup folder, that's empty. Try DC. Yeah, that's kind of the only thought that I was having. But realistically, that should just be for images. Yeah, this is just pictures that I've taken on the quest, which I need to click save, set location, save to PC. What was that location? Oculus Go videos. Of course it was, because this is what I was basically using to get the videos off of the quest, because it's a pain in the arse. So the image that I just downloaded was this one. It's from Rush. So it's not DCIM. Maybe we have a quick Google. O-shape pictures, podcasts, R14 logs, ringtones, screenshots. See, the screenshots folder actually has screenshots in it? Well, bugger me. Yeah, you should try Googling. Google's your friend. It will tell you the answer to everything. So what's RVF? Real Virtual Fishing. Beautiful game. Yet to play it on the Quest 2, but definitely want to. Let's have a quick Google then at Oculus Quest save game backup. So somebody did a video about this at some point. How to back up and restore save games. That's Sidequest. Using Sidequest devs. So this is 9 months old. Shit me. Right, connect the Quest to the computer. Yeah. In Sidequest, find and click run ADB commands. Run this to list all the installed packages, games, and apps. Run the appropriate path to your backup folder and package name. Windows will be in the format of blah 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 blah. Backup is appreciated. I may remove future releases. Now unlock your device to confirm this operation. And that's how you restore it. Okay. So there's an apps folder on here. Did I see that? Did I go into it? I'm pretty sure I did, didn't I? Yeah. So it only seems to think there's 2 apps. But I guarantee you there's infinitely more. There was a thing where I could see, yeah, currently installed apps. This is where we want to be. So from here, we should be able to grab the save file. I'm sure of it, because if we go to, what were we just playing? Cubism. Big screen, physics, pistol whip. There's so much crap on this quest. I'm not going to let this quest 2 get so loaded. I don't think Control F will work on this thing, will it? No. Synth Riders, Elixir, Smash Hit VR. Love that game. Oculus Go game. Beautiful, beautiful game. The Rat King, half and half. See, they all exist on here. Pokemon VR. Jesus, I download that and I've never touched it. Codename Lazarus. That's Resolution, so that's going to be probably that squirrel game. We've got Fruit Ninja, Moss. I completed Moss. Robo Recall. Where the devil are you? It's not the very last one. I should probably take this time to also patch virtual desktop. Cubism. Here we go. So if we hit this settings, we can back up game data. Backup files from the rest of the game. This will attempt to save the game data and OBB files from the game from the SD card, not the internal storage. Does not work for all games. So if we go to backup game data, all tasks are complete. And now I should be able to disconnect the Quest. Pop that one to one side. Connect this fella up. And go to... See, that's not this quest. This stuff does not exist on this quest. Let's go back, pop out again, and then back into this list. So Beat Saber and Box VR, Big Screen, Pistol Whip. Yeah, this is more like it. So now, yeah, it's got Doctor Who on it. Grappling game, which you didn't see that one. Right, it was Cubism. And if we go to this, backup restored, okay. So now, you can just search package at the top. Oh, that was, yeah, that would have been super helpful. Now, this cable's not easy to remove. We should be able to hop into Cubism. Let me just change the stream back. This is the secret to my casting. It's an app called Air Server, and it basically turns your PC into a Chromecast. So then I just pop onto there, cast, and away we go. So now, let's just make this full screen. We go into our apps and Cubism, and all being well, squeeze triggers to start. So that's not a good sign, because in the other version I was in dark mode. Yeah, that's not transferred the save game. Unless... it's just synced the save game from the internet. What if... let's see if cloud syncing just works. Give me a... there we go. This is how I overwrite my... oh, you want controllers, don't you? Yeah, this is how I lost my save game. You watch, this is going to be the worst thing I ever did. Well, no, to be fair, because I just backed it up, so I should be fine. Casting has started. it's syncing. That's potentially a bad thing. Cubism. See, that's a lot fuzzier. Hopping from one headset to the other one is very strange. Right, so this one's in dark mode. And our... Oh, balls. Our campaign progress has been overwritten. That's interesting. Now. So cloud saves is a thing, basically. And the cloud save has overwritten the save on here. Hopefully I can get that back. But I don't know how I'm going to bypass the initial cloud saving. So if I put in cubism, yeah, there we go. That was so much easier, thanks. So that's now restored a backup. I wonder if I can turn off Wi-Fi, load the game, then turn on Wi-Fi, close the game, that'll sync to the cloud. It's a Hail Mary, but hopefully it works. So what I'm going to do, just on a temporary thing, it's 1920 by 1080/90. That's not going to work. So this is Sidequest's version of casting, basically. But it means it's going to allow me to turn off the Wi-Fi. So I can stop the cast and hit the settings. Wow, the frame rate has just died on its arse. Right, so I'm turning off the Wi-Fi. I need to quit this game. And then load this game. You can't sync from the cloud because the Wi-Fi is off. So hopefully we didn't just lose everything. Yeah, these lines are nice and clear, but they're not as clear as what they are in the Quest 2. Come on, baby. 17 out of 6. Shit. I think we've just lost all progress. Went for FNAF 2 on the Quest 2. Well, Paradise Decay, I've got a special announcement just for you. I have no fucking idea. I've basically just lost a load of progress on cubism. Annoyingly. So, boo. But we're not beat yet. So, restore backup. Backup restored. All tasks complete. Wait, that's not a question. No, it's not. Paradise Decay is virtual reality in human form. He is a VR beast. No, this is the Quest 1. Basically, I've overwritten the cloud sync. Your device failed to synchronize with the cloud. You still launch the app, may result in lost progress. That's fine. What we want is to launch the app without syncing to the cloud, because that's where the less good save game is. Come on, be friendly to me. Be kind. Sorry. More than 17 puzzles done. Balls. Right, well, we've lost everything, basically. So that's that. I don't know if I backed up the save game or not. I don't know. That's something I'm going to have to look into, I suppose. I have that form of a backup, but I don't know if it's a good one. I mean, if anybody has any questions about the Quest 2, you're probably best off just fielding them to PD, because he's had his for weeks. Jammy bugger. And he's, well, like I say, he lives and breathes VR. Let's exit Sidequest for now and get back to the Quest 2. If anybody has any burning questions about the Oculus Quest 2 or things that we can do with it, by all means let me know. If there's anything you want me to give a bash, we can always, put it on. Have you tried virtual desktop and wireless yet? I haven't, PD, no. Because I'm lazy, I guess. Have I got virtual desktop installed? I do have it installed. And should we patch it and give it a bash? Anybody wants to hop into any multiplayer stuff, we can. In the, like I can do that Acorn game. I've never played that Acorn game. I own it. I won it from Resolution Games. But I've never actually played it. So, if there's anybody that wants to give it a bash. It's also Space Team. That's a game that you can play on a phone. Is 64 gigabytes enough? Probably is my answer to that one, basically. A lot of the Quest 2 games are starting to show a bit more gusto when it comes to file sizes. So, as a result, it may be that you can't have as much on there as you would like. I've gone for the big one, the 256 is this one. Recommended bitrate is 85 for no lag. Okay, see, that's one of the things I've always I've always felt that I have better results with the cable, and it's just simpler. Plus, I've got the freaking Oculus cable now, so it's on my daily driver. I'm not really looking to spend lots of money on Quest games. So, well, I mean, yes, I get that. However, virtual desktop patch done. The thing with that is that just because a game is cheaper doesn't mean it's going to have smaller file sizes. In fact, it may mean that it has larger file sizes. Because a game is cheaper, it might mean that it's got a smaller dev team behind it and they're not able to compact things and compress it more than what a bigger studio that knows what they're doing can. So it may not be beneficial going for cheaper games. I mean, looking at this, let's hop back into Sidequest again. Or maybe we can do it without. Do I even have the virtual desktop app? I do have the streamer app, so that's a good start. There we go. So that's virtual desktop. So basically PD now, I just launch VD. I love how it vibrates when the headset turns on. Oh, do I... Casting this isn't going to be a good idea, is it? No computer has been found. Oh, they've changed my fucking name, haven't they? Because of the Facebook thing. Can I restart? Oh, apparently I'm still casting. I'm not really looking to spend money on quest games. Because I think Walking Dead Saints and Sinners is about £30 and 12 gigabytes. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. Elite Dangerous Wireless while sat on the bog. But my HOTAS, 7.7 gig. So, I mean, the games are getting to be more and more sizable. I mean, for example, this one is not optimized for the Quest 2. So, size-wise, it's probably not going to be that large. I'm surely there is a section that tells us the size. Wait. Cubism is cross-platform? Well, bugger me. So yeah, it's 195 meg. So, I mean, that's not huge at all. But then when you go for something like, say... See, Audica's not going to be massive. Beat Saber's not massive. What about Moss? Beautiful, beautiful game. I've not tried it in the Quest 2. Hey, your friend Kurt. Oh, courteous one, my friend. How is it going? So Moss, we're looking at 2.6 gig installation size. Again, not that sizable. Do mount up, but it's certainly something that you can live with. Doctor Who, that's a game. Never played it on the Quest. Maybe I should. Started playing it on the PC, but then lost the save game, and here we are. 1.3 gig. So, I mean, at this point in time, it's not a big deal. They've changed the menu in the Quest 2. I'm not as happy about it as I thought I would. How do I get to the store? There. Chat, if you have any medical questions, he's not that type of doctor. I mean, if you're a woman and you have a problem with your breasts, I will take a damn good look at them for you. What else have we got on here? So, Bastion, I don't expect that to be very large, but I do expect that to be fun, however, also exceptionally limited. Wait, Dash Dash World is out? I need to send an email, because I want to play that game. In a big, bad way. Until You Fall. This is bound to be huge. More info. View all. It's a gig. It's only a gig. Well, bugger me. I sit corrected. Solaris Off-World Combat is basic as hell, so that's not going to be big. Falcon Age, potentially a large game. Edge of Time is brilliant. Ah, you travelled in the way of the Edge of Time there, Kurt. 1.2 gig. So, I mean, at this point in time, short of Saints and Sinners, there's not anything massive, I guess. Onward, that's... I mean, if there's any game that you want to know the size of, let me know and I'll look it up for you, but Onward's 2.9 gig. So you're going to get, at least sort of maybe 20 games on here. On a 64 without any problems. Unless one of those games is, The Walking Dead, which is 7.9 gig. I would love to play it because I started it on the PC. Don't know if I bought the Oculus version, but I don't think it's cross-play anyway. But yeah, so that's essentially what's going on there. Right, so you can actually see this. That's brilliant. Unable to connect, try again later. Is that because I'm casting? I can't wait for Doom 3 VR Remastered. That's coming? Computer is unreachable. Is it because I'm casting? Let's stop the cast. Yeah, straight away it's connected. So PD says this is currently my... Press the menu on your left controller. Select games. Try again, sometimes it doesn't work first time. Yeah, that's what I'm sort of getting. Right, so this should now be scanning my Oculus games and my Steam games. Can I cable this? And because you guys can't see what I can see, and that's the entire point of this venture, is to be able to see everything. So if I do that and pop into Sidequest yet again, tool of the evening that it is, Battle Arena VR looks interesting, and we cast at, screw it, we'll do it 720 in full screen. Oh, that's not gone well. There's also a new update for side-loaded virtual desktop that was dropped today. I literally just installed the patch, so we're okay on that one. Let's close this ADB and try that again, just so you guys can see what I'm seeing. So let's go back to the 1080 view, because that was 1920 1080. 8,000's fine, I suppose. Did you see Terry Elwood's link hack for the Quest 2? Makes it better and sharper. Is that just using the debug menu? There we go. That's still absolute garbage. I wonder if it's because I went full screen with it. We'll go one more time. That is some nice music. That wasn't that garbage earlier. Screw it. Yes, I've seen a follow-up about again, PD. Phasmophobia in VR, how was it? It was absolutely terrifying awful. It was terrifyingly fun, and I believe... Wait, Virtual Desktop has hand tracking? Oh, that is special. Okay, so these are my Oculus games. Now, one thing I found... This is really loud. Did I... Oh, that's not the volume. This is... one thing I found... Where was I? I don't know. Oh yeah, that's it. One thing I found using Virtual Desktop, because I had my Oculus library split over 2 separate hard drives at one point, and it only found games on one of the hard drives and not the other one. It's lost my games again. Is that because I'm cabled? GPU's using a fair chunk. 12 megabytes. Ooh. The wave is beautiful, and I bet it's even better in this. Not seen yours and Paul's stream from yesterday yet. Okay, you'll have to let me know. You turned it off, you noob. You turn the music off in virtual desktop. Oh yeah, no, I turned the quest off. Alright, Magma, thanks for coming by this evening. Have an epic day. Yes, you too. That's a wonderful thing to wish on people. I appreciate that. What are we doing here? We're looking at some settings. So screen brightness, fine. That's all fine. Background music when disconnected. Let's just disable that. Microphone pass-through. Desktop bitrate. So you suggest that the desktop bitrate increases quality when streaming. The desktop will increase battery usage. I mean, I'm not too bad with that, to be fair. Graphics quality. No, do not enable virtual link. That's just killed it. Had a high bit rate on 85 for wireless. It was perfect, no lag or stutter. So that's trippy. What was I doing here? Oh, menu. So you're saying that I've got a bitrate of 91. You're saying I can knock that down. That'll be fine. Okay, now, at this point in time, that's set to 90. That's only at 72. I need to quit that because it's not in VR. Although, game failed. Yeah, it did. I'm not tried link as people say wireless is better. I mean, wireless is always going to be better, but I mean, especially the official Oculus cable. It's really, really light. Like, properly